guys? It's Tyson here, and I'm here with another vlog. Want to start by saying I apologize. Yesterday's was late. I had it recorded. I had recorded early in the day. I had it uploaded. I just completely forgot to mark the video live, and I feel like a dummy for it. And I remembered today, so I went ahead and took care of that. But I'm gonna still count it. I got so wrapped up in all the podcast stuff yesterday, it just totally slipped my mind. I started uploading it before we started recording, and once it finished uploading, I just forgot to mark it live. Because I always wait till it's done uploading and processing before marking it live, that way you guys get the best video quality. But yeah, so yesterday was super fun. We recorded the first episode of the podcast. By we, I mean myself and my buddy Gray Gost. He is going to be my co-host for it. We were doing just yesterday he was going to do the board game review with me and a couple other bits of it and just see if he liked it, see if he was comfortable with it. He had a really good time. I had a really good time. We have good, back and forth between us, so that is how we're going to do it. He's going to become my co-host, which I'm really excited about. I realize there's I wonder if you guys can see that, just my hair right in front of the lens. So, that is going to be coming out soon. I'm aiming for Sunday. Not 100% sure. I'll have everything ready by that time, because I still have to get the website up and everything. But I'm aiming for Sunday. That's my goal. And the podcast ran about 40 minutes, so right around where I want it to be. I want to be between 30 and 45 minutes. And man, it was a blast to put together. I mean, I had a great time. I had such a good time with it. I kind of wish I knew I had time to do it weekly, because I'd love to do it weekly. But that's for the future. We'll figure that out. So, did a bunch of recording today. I'm going to be doing a little bit more recording tonight. Yeah. Yesterday was my big edit, render, and upload day. Oh, sorry, not yesterday. Day before yesterday. Tuesday. There we go. Was a big day for editing and uploading. So I've got the rest of this week's content uploaded and part of next week's. I'm a little behind still because I lost almost a week worth of recording while B was in the hospital. Things were just too crazy. I mean, I did little recordings here and there, but not at my normal level. I like to be about 2 weeks ahead, so have the week I'm currently in and all of the next week done. That way, if things happen, B being in the hospital for a week, I don't fall behind. Well, I mean, I have to work myself back to the point where I'm ahead again, but there's no interruption in my content. So I'm working back to that point. I think I have 3.5 days of next week done. And rendered, edited, uploaded, all that jazz. And I've got a couple hours of raw footage to go ahead that I need to go through and edit left. I'll probably record again tomorrow and use Saturday as an editing day. That's probably going to be my plan. Depends how much I get done tonight. I might take tomorrow to edit and upload. But yeah, so let's see what's going on. Oh, I had an AMA question. Don't worry, I'm not going to be reading in the car. My Kindle Evernote didn't sync correctly, so I remember the question close enough. It's from Sock Thing. I talked about him the last two vlogs, but Sock Thing asked basically, and I'm not gonna get the exact wording on this. Essentially, what is your opinion of YouTube networks? Are you with a network? Etc., etc. And the answer is yeah, I am with a network. I'm currently with Machinima. I'm looking to be with another company once my Machinima contract runs up, which is actually reasonably soon. And the reason I'm looking to leave Machinima is they've restructured a lot, and it's a lot different than when I originally got into it. They accept almost anyone nowadays, which, I mean, it's not I'm not one of these, it's not exclusive, I don't want to be a part of it. It's simply, before they went into that policy of accepting practically anyone who applies, they weren't the best about providing support to their smaller channels. now they're even worse. So, I mean, it takes me so many tries to get a response to simple questions, and I'm just really tired with the service. I mean, the CPM, which is basically how much money you make per 1,000 views with Machinima, is decent, but I can get better elsewhere. And with these other networks, I'm being offered more. I get a lot of contacts for networks. On an almost daily basis, I get contacts for networks. But I can make more somewhere else, and I think I'll get better service and better attention to my channel, So, all in all, I don't have anything against networks in general. There's a couple of tips I definitely use. Is make sure you know what you're getting into. Read over the contract carefully. There's a couple key things you should know. CPM, which is, it's an industry term for cost per mile. It's basically, how much money am I going to make per 1,000 views? And no one's going to be able to give you an exact CPM, but they should give you a CPM range. This number to this number. Contract length is something a lot of people ignore. I kind of screwed up, and my contract with Machinima is a little longer than I would have liked. It is coming to a close, so it's not going to be too much longer. It wasn't an unreasonable term. It's just I would have preferred if it was 6 months. But, let's see, other than that, revenue share is an important one, which is basically what percentage of the income of the CPM do I get? So, if someone says, hey, you're going to get a $12 CPM, which is high, by the way, and then you have a 50-50 rev share, that's actually only a $6 CPM. So just make sure you know what your revenue share is, and how that affects your CPM. And then something I would do is go on socialblade.com, and you can actually check a network and see, who's in the network, what's their estimated CPM. And now these numbers aren't entirely accurate, but you can see, okay, well, this network I'm talking to, these are some of their people. And send these people YouTube messages. Say, hey, sorry to bug you, but I'm thinking about joining your network. Can you give me your opinion of them? And that's what I've been doing. And honestly, a lot of people, as long as, if they have time, I wouldn't give, the number one earner in that network. I'd, go with the middle. People who look, are at a view count where it looks like they're making decent money off their videos, shoot them a message, and, the worst they can do is not respond, I just said a million times. But, getting that real opinion from people, and make sure you get a couple opinions, because there's going to be people, I gotta stop doing that, bullshit. There's going to be a lot of people that are just so pro their network that they'll ignore anything bad, and there's going to be people that are so against their network that they'll ignore anything good. So get several opinions, get a feel for what you're going into. There's a lot of benefits to it. All the YouTube features that you get, the list is starting to get smaller and smaller because they're kind of standardizing a lot of the things. You should get a higher CPM if you're going with a network that's even halfway good. But yeah, all in all, I'm a fan of networks. You just need to know what you're getting into. It is a contract you're signing. Don't do it willy-nilly, which is kind of true of any contract. So yeah, I think that's all for this one. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, have a great one.